Okay, guys, please push the subscribe button if you like getting notices on the uploads and things like that. But anyways, guess what? On the Maleah Davis case, a cab driver spotted a vehicle Thursday in Missouri City, Texas, that belongs to the family of the missing 4-year-old girl. And that's according to police. Now, the police in Houston confirmed that the silver Nissan Altima was the vehicle that Darren Vince reported stolen. And it was found in the middle of the strip mall parking lot. And it's about 17 miles southwest of Houston. And we were able to get this information at a press conference Thursday morning and by the Houston Police Department homicide detective Ken. He said earlier today, a citizen who works for a local taxi cab company noticed a car sitting here in the parking lot. She did the right thing. She called in to police. It wasn't long before media caught wind of this and they surrounded the place. So according to Ken, the detective, the car was unlocked when police arrived and they found nothing out of order. So it was in, pretty decent shape. He said the car appeared clean. And he said, when I say that it appeared clean, I don't mean somebody cleaned it. It's just the car looks normal. Nothing's wrong with it. The tires are in good shape, everything. So basically is what he's saying. There's no obvious signs of anything happening to the car. But that's not to say they didn't change the tires or anything like that. Now, investigators did search the car. They did not go into detail on exactly what they found inside the car, other than they found, papers, clothes, a few things like that. But they did not give any tips of anything else. Now, they say Maleah's mother, Brittany Bowens, was also at the scene for a small amount of time. And at one point, the woman collapsed on the ground crying out, "Where's my baby?" I know media has been surrounding Brittany, and Brittany is turning media away. She's not wanting to use the media as a source to help find her child, which is odd to me. She said that she felt like they were focusing on, she was on in media spotlight too much. But when you have a missing child, you better use that media spotlight. Most other people would be begging for the media spotlight. According to a few journalists, they surrounded the detective Ken that was out on site where the car was found, and they asked him many questions. And one of the main concerns the reporters were asking about was there only one car seat in the car. And detective did give them that much. He said, yes, I do believe there's only one car seat in the car. But he wasn't definite. He said, excuse me, he said, we're going to tow this car back. They're going to go over it with a fine tooth and comb. They're going to fingerprint it. They're going to do everything they can to try to get what they can to try to help and find out where the little 4-year-old girl, Maleah Davis, is. They're also going to examine the security cameras in the area. They're going to try to get everything they can to find clues as to where this little girl could be. This is the main goal as the window closes even faster than ever. Now, one of the big concerns in this case is the fact that police say that they're not able to get a hold of the stepfather. And one of their main concerns, I'm sorry guys, I have to do this on the go now. One of their main concerns is the fact that he's not interested in helping the police find the girl. That is a huge concern. Why wouldn't you want to try to help somebody you care about? Why wouldn't you want to try to find them? this is throwing up red flags. Of course, everybody already had a red flag up. It just, something's not right about this case, and everybody feels that there's more going on than he's saying. You know, let's hope that's not the case. Maybe he feels under stress because he knows a lot of people do suspect he could have took part in this. Not that they're saying he did, but suspected. And this does put a lot of pressure on you when you have the media on you. And, you know, Maleah's mother, Brittany, is also experiencing this. She's pushing media away, but that is something I would not do. I would not push media away. I would use media to my advantage to help find my missing child. So how would you guys handle it? What would you do if you had media breathing down your back in a stressful time where you have a child missing? Would you want media around, or would you push them away? Comment below. The thing is, the number one important thing is to try to find Maleah Davis safe, healthy, and alive. And I've made several videos on this little girl. I usually don't do this many back to back on a story unless we have some kind of hope. Now, I always like to make sure that I mention the volunteers that are out there, and the ones that I know of is EquiSearch, the Texas branch. They're having to deal with heavy rain and flooding right now, so it hampered their searching for Maleah, but they're trying to get back to it, and they will continue the search, but they don't want to risk their lives because they have families too. However, they vowed that they will continue to search when they can, because the rain could continue to impact their efforts. So considering what the weather conditions are predicting, unfortunately, it looks like the next 3 days may cause a shutdown again, says Miller. Now, if you're not familiar with this story, go ahead and look at the video that I previously loaded, or maybe I'll put it at the end of this video. But the stepfather, just to sum it up quickly, the stepfather is Darian Vince. He had 2 of his children in this silver car you've seen in this video, the Nissan, and they were heading to the airport to pick up the child's mother from the airport. He heard a popping noise on his car, pulled over to check on it. He says a blue truck pulled up behind them shortly after. One of them made a statement about the little girl that she was, she looked sweet and nice. And next thing he knew, he was hit on the head. They were taken, they were kidnapped, all 3 of them, thrown into the blue truck where they drove around town, I guess, and he faded in and out of consciousness. And it's about 20 hours later that he wakes up on the side of the road with his 1-year-old son, and his stepdaughter was not there. She was missing. He walked to the hospital from there. He's made several different, he's given several different stories as to how he's gotten to the hospital. So, his stories aren't adding up. They're not making sense. Police are starting to really raise an eyebrow to Vince. So, but one of the stories is he did try to wave down somebody to get to the hospital. He was about a mile away from the hospital in Sugar Land, Texas. I think it's Route 6. He walked to the hospital, got treated, and reported Maleah Davis missing. And right now, they're saying that they cannot get a hold of the stepdad, Vince, and our police are wanting to talk to him. Police are not the only ones that want to talk to the stepfather. The biological father of Maleah Davis says he's spoken to him once, but he's wanting to speak to him again. He's just wanting to find some answers. But hopefully, now that they found this car, hopefully they'll be able to have more of an idea which direction the car was going by finding the car in the parking lot. Possibly even some fingerprints, maybe some clues, and maybe we can start getting somewhere and hopefully find this young lady. I know one thing's for certain. If it was my kids, my nieces, my nephews, you know, I would go nuts. I would want to use this media to my advantage. And, you know, I would hope that public would, you know, volunteer, and I would, you know, grab onto all this help with open arms. Now they're saying there's a little bit going on saying that they're searching landfills, dumpsters, just in case, you know, if it's the worst. They're looking in places like that, and as well as they're searching properties. So if you live in this area, maybe you can just keep your eye open. Take a few extra minutes to check out areas around you. God forbid this could ever happen to somebody you know. So just remember, if it was you, you would want people out there caring. So take a few minutes out of your day to share this video, or to share a picture or some information, or even search if you're in the area. I want to say to you guys, I do appreciate every one of you guys taking time to watch and care about these missing people. I want to say thank you so much for watching, and that I love you guys. And you know, before I forget, I almost forgot. I have this little video clip at the end that shows my recording obstacles. So if you want to see it, hang around to the very end, check it out, and you can see my mischievous monsters I have around here. Alright, I'm sending blessings out to the family. We wish you guys the best. And please, guys, don't forget to comment below. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. I cannot record like this, guys. You got two buzzards making out in the corner. This one busting out the window.